Hey guys, thank you so much for being here. I know it's been a long time. Today it's gonna be just me. Ivan's at work, the kids are sleeping, that's why I'm kind of whispering and wearing the mic. Lately, I've been using my free time to, binge watch Shameless and play Assassin's Creed like a lot. But I'm not ashamed. I'm not upset about it. I'm kind of like all here for it. But I know, you guys need attention too. And I missed y'all. And I know y'all missed me. I know y'all been content deprived from our channel. And I do want to apologize, but let's change that right now. Today, I'm just going to be doing a little, relationship advice video for my ladies out there. Guys, you can stay and watch if you want to, but it's gonna be mostly for the girls. Just a little warning. Anyway, so yeah, a lot of people ask me, what I do to maintain a happy relationship. You know, how did I find Ivan? Where did I find him? How can I get a man like that? All of these questions. So, I'm about to spill a little tea for y'all. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys pretty much like my timeline of how I was before I met Ivan, how I was when I met Ivan, and what got us to where we are now. It's going to be kind of a long video, I'm, predicting. So, grab your snacks, grab your tea, grab your wine, whatever it is, and, spend a little time with me. Keep on watching. Alrighty, girls. So, basically, when I was, in high school, maybe a little in between high school and, adult life, I was dating around, I was seeing people, and the relationships weren't really meaningful, I guess. It was just, trying to have fun, getting to know people, and, trying to go on dates, go to the movies every time a new movie came out, and, just little stuff like that. And, it came to a point where feelings started getting involved, and to be completely honest, most of the time it didn't quite work in my favor. I was usually the one that was catching feelings and, getting left in the dust by whomever. So I just, I became a little protective of myself, if that's the right word. I was just building up this wall after, before I met Ivan. And that's basically one of the reasons why, in our How We Met video, he mentions how I didn't want to be his girlfriend. It's not so much that I was being, shady or whatever. It's, I just, I was very protective of my emotions, and I wanted to make sure that before I shared my emotions with someone, before I established any feelings, that I knew that they were going to be taken care of and, acknowledged, and, pretty much that I was going to get those feelings back towards me. Because most of the time in my previous relationships, I was the one having the feelings and the other person was just having the fun. So I wanted to make sure I did it right this time. When I met Ivan, I was 20, I believe, 19. 19 was I? I think I was like 18, 19 around there. And, maturity started coming in. I was, wasn't trying to waste my time. I really wanted to just have a serious relationship more than just a little fling. I wanted to really be respected and, just good things. I wanted to find that person. I don't know why it happened so early for me. I know maybe we got married a little young, but when you find that person, you just know. And no, you don't have to get married, but it worked for us. That's how we that's how he wanted to do things. I just wanted to say that, before you meet that guy, you have to fall in love with yourself. I know it's so cliche and everyone's saying it, but before you meet that one person, you don't have to have another person in your life for you to have love. You need to know how to love yourself first, know what you like, know what you don't like, and make sure that when you do meet that person, if you meet that person, if that's what you want, that you'll be able to bring those things to the table and be like, look, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, and you can confidently say those things. And if that person decides to stay or leave, it's really not going to affect you because you're already happy with yourself. Like, you're already, like, another person in your life is just going to be, like, nice to have around, but not that you need that person. Don't ever think that you need to have love from another person. You can always give yourself love, and self-love is, like, it's beautiful. Like, once you're happy with just your own company, when you can just sit down, have a cup of tea. Tea is my thing, that's why I'm going to keep on saying tea. You just have a cup of hot tea, just sit down. Maybe just go outside and enjoy the fresh air just by yourself, the silence, you know, being okay with being alone. It's like, it's so peaceful. Like, you really should try it if you haven't. So yeah, I was in that moment where I was just happy with myself, and I was like, listen, I don't really want to share feelings with you yet. I don't know if I'm ready for that. I was just very guarded, and I was scared that he was going to do me wrong or whatever, because he's an attractive guy and it was very cliche, and I didn't want the stereotype to be real. He was just a player and I was just I was just flavor of the week or whatever. So I was like, I'm gonna give him some time for him to, like, show me that he's gonna stay, even if I do give him a hard time. And then I'll be able to be comfortable with falling in love with this person potentially. So basically, that's how it worked for me. I told him, look, Ivan, this is the way it's gonna be. When we first met, I was like, this is, I don't give second chances. Maybe it's the Capricorn in me or whatever, but I don't give second chances. And if you decide to do me wrong, that's it. Like, I just don't give second chances because I'm a person that's very loyal. I go hard for the people that I love, and, like, I still have friends from elementary school. Like, we might not see each other every day, of course, because we're all adults, we have our families and everything, but I still have friends from elementary school that I hit up, and I'm the same person that I was back then. I'm, of course, matured now, but, my love stays the same for these people, and it's just like, I'm that type of person. And if I can't depend on you to give me that back, then I don't want you in my life because I don't like inconsistency. I need people to be solid for basically if they want to be a part of my life, then what I do, then they have to give me the same that I give. So I need to get the same that I give, basically. So yeah, that's what I told him. I was like, this is the way it's gonna be for me. If you're not serious, just let me know right now, because that's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for just a little thing. Like, I want a relationship. And he was looking for the same thing. He wanted someone he could be with for a long time. So yeah, before I met him, I think his longest relationship was like 6 months, and like mine were like 2 years. So yeah, he's never had what I give him. And it's that appreciation, like that back and forth. I appreciate you, you appreciate me, like, I'm happy to have you. Like, once you feel that from somebody, then you're in the right relationship. Like, if someone makes you feel like, well, whether you're here or not, it really doesn't matter, because there's like a bunch of people out there in the world that I could be with. So if someone makes you feel like that, then you're probably not the right person. You know, that person has to value your opinions and your thoughts. They have to take you seriously. They have to really listen when you speak about something, anything. And as women, it might be a little cliche, but as women, we're often told we're being bossy, bitchy, or like whenever we speak on something we feel, it's like it's not okay. Or like we're being bitchy or PMSing or we're overreacting, which is a word that I hate. It's like if I have a reaction for something, it can't be over or under. Like that's just the way I feel for it. And if you don't respect that, then get the fuck out of here. Like if I'm very outspoken too. That's another thing I had to learn in our relationship because in the beginning of it, I wanted things to be happy all the time. I wanted everything to be, all lovey-dovey, sweet cupcake phase, puppy love. And whenever I saw something that I didn't like, I would keep quiet about it, keep it to myself. So that kind of worked against us in a little bit because is that too loud? Let me go turn that down. Hold on. I think that's too loud. So basically, during the beginning of our relationship, I would hold things in and I wouldn't really tell him what was wrong about anything. Or if I felt a certain way about anything, I didn't want him to think I was overreacting. I didn't want him to be like, oh, she's one of those or whatever. So I would just hold it all in. I would just hold it all in, hold it all in. And then the smallest little inconvenience or like the smallest little thing that I would say, it would just like overflow. I would just start going off about basically everything that I was holding in. And then I started talking about shit that happened like 2 weeks ago that I was mad about. And everything just started coming out all at once. And then whenever those little arguments happened, those little spasms, it would get to the point where I didn't even want to be with him. Because it wasn't even about that issue that got me there, like the issue that got me mad. It would be about everything else that I didn't like, and everything would come out at once. And it would all just be like, it would seem like everything is wrong. Because all of these things are wrong. When that thing was wrong last week and I didn't address it, and now it can't be still wrong because it's not happening anymore. So it was just bad. That's not something I suggest you do. Um, we would, talk about it after things cleared over, I guess. We would talk about it and he would be like, whenever there's something wrong, you gotta tell me. Because if you don't tell me, I don't know. You know, everything seems all peachy and then all of a sudden you just blow up. So you gotta tell me things when you see something, that you don't like. And I was like, okay. And then ever since then, I'm very outspoken about everything. It's just kind of like second nature now. Every time I don't say something, I just be like, this and this and this. And then he'll either respond or he'll, save it for later and then we'll have like an in-depth conversation. Communication is so important in a relationship. So, yeah, I just speak out, girl. Don't feel like you're gonna be overreacting or like, oh, he doesn't care. Don't do that. Because if he doesn't care, if he thinks you're overreacting, if he doesn't want to listen to you, then he doesn't care about you. And tough cookies, tough love, it's not for you, girl. It's not for you. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your love. Go and move on. Love yourself. Love somebody else. But that person, toxic. Okay? So, yeah, I mean, little things like that, it can build up. If you're trying to have a future with this person, it's definitely going to be important in the future because the way that I am now, because of that moment, that I can speak out about things and he'll listen, is very important to us now because I am a stay-at-home mom and I was a stay-at-home mom before when I just had Ellie, and I just went into a really dark place, postpartum depression, all of that stuff. It's very common. And I actually went through it, and there was a time where, I wouldn't leave the room. I was just there with the baby, and I just lost who I was. And since he knows about that, now that I'm a stay at home mom again, I had to tell him, look, Ivan, as you know, if I stay home for too long, or if I don't go out, have fresh air, be around people, then I go into a really dark place mentally. So we can't allow that to happen. And he completely understood, and he was just like, yeah, babe, don't worry about it. We'll get you out. Just tell me whenever you want to go out. And then, if there was someone who didn't listen to you or didn't really take your concerns seriously, and you had that issue, you wouldn't be able to speak that with that person. So they would just think you were overreacting, being dramatic, so on and so forth. You fill in the blank with your experience. So that's why I'm really thankful that he listens, and he takes note of how I feel about a situation, and he acknowledges it. That's very important. So if you don't have that in your relationship, it's not the right one. And then where I found him, he found me on Facebook. Crazy as it sounds, we build a life on it and everything, but yeah, he found me on Facebook, and his friend reached out to me. I wasn't actively looking, as I said, I was in the stage of self-love when he first reached out to me, so I didn't really want to be in a relationship. I was just enjoying my solidarity. I was just enjoying my own company. I would go out with my girlfriends here and there, but I didn't really need any male attention during that time. So yeah, just if you want to find love, if you don't want to find love, just don't forget about you. Put yourself first. Learn what you like, what you don't like. If you don't know that already, don't let other people's opinions manipulate the way that you truly feel. It's fine that we all have a different point of views, or different, thoughts. And if you feel a certain way, that's true to who you are. Don't let anyone tell you, oh, you're being dramatic, and for you to be like, oh yeah, that's right, I'm being dramatic. I don't know why I'm feeling like this. You do know why you're feeling like that, because that's how you feel, period. It shouldn't be questioned. That's just how it is. And just be work on standing on your own feelings and being like, this is how it is, and I'm going to be firm about it. You have to make yourself be taken seriously, because you can't be anybody's what is it, the doormat. You can't be anybody's doormat. So yeah, basically. And the way we are now, a lot of communication. We do bigger. We don't really have big fights anymore. I feel like it's usually over the same thing. So we're starting to work on that with each other. We already know what our issues are, because when you are married to a person, you've lived with that person for years, life isn't always going to be perfect. A movie fairy tale, that's not real life. There are going to be some ups and downs, but the thing about marriage, you have to learn how to keep the boat afloat. You can't let yourself get overwhelmed with the waves, because you're going to end up sinking. You just got to learn how to ride the waves, and ups and downs are going to happen. You guys are going to start getting on each other's nerves at some point, but that's a whole nother person. That's your best friend. You guys are two different individuals, and you got to learn each other. That's the beauty about marriage. You just choose that one person that you want to figure out for the rest of your life, and you just work on making each other happy, work on making each other's life beautiful. And it's just that companionship that I want to be with you, from both ends, that you want to share your life with that person. That's what marriage is, despite all the crap that y'all might go through together, you guys are gonna find that, you know, that rock in each other, that stability, that like when everything else is falling apart, I can look at you and feel okay, you know? Oh my god, I'm getting emotional. Well, anyway, yeah, that's basically how it is. Like, if that's not what you're looking for, then don't listen to this video because basically that's what I wanted. That's what I worked for. Um, and then don't think that you ever need a man to have a successful life because that's like a total lie. That's like 1950s stuff right there where the women were just made to, like, you know, keep the house tidy while the man went to work and, you know, all of that. Don't feel the need that you need to be somebody's wife to fulfill your role as a woman in life. Don't feel the need that all of my friends are having kids, I should have a kid by now. If you don't want a kid, don't have a kid. Like, it's not necessary. So yeah, it's just be you, honey. Like, live your life, you know, love yourself, paint your nails, go sit out on the porch, drink some wine, go take a walk at the park, listen to your favorite music, like, just enjoy yourself. You know, when you love yourself, somebody's gonna come around and be like, I love everything that you love about yourself. And guess what? You love everything about yourself, so they're gonna love you entirely. So yeah, I really don't know what else to say. But if you guys have any questions, let me know. Don't forget to follow us on social media, Snapchat, Instagram. Everything's on our little banner. And I'll try to post videos more often for you guys. I know I've been bad. I'm sorry. You know, this holiday season has been crazy for us. And Shameless, I'm like binge watching that. And we just got Assassin's Creed Odyssey, so I'm like in there. I love Assassin's Creed. And I watched This Is Us too. If you guys have any good shows you recommend, let me know. Other than, you know, being a mom all the time, that's what I do on my free time. I just, you know, watch my favorite shows, play my little game, keep the house clean, whatever. I'm happy. So yeah, you guys just comment down below if you like this video, if you want more like this, if you want Ivan's take on it, if you want both of us to do a video like this. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video if you like it. Send it to all your girlfriends, you know, just be like, girl, you need to listen to this because she's spitting truth, whatever. But yeah, I hope you guys liked it. I missed y'all, and I'll be seeing y'all soon.